interruption, I will discuss something on intellectual property rights in relevance to animal and veterinary sciences. You very well know that if we have a property, we have the rights. Similarly, the property that we will discuss today, it is the product of mind that has got value to the society. How it has got value to the society? I will discuss that today's lecture we are delivering online, and number of participants are there who are taking benefit of this interaction. Previously, when we started the work, we were using just say overhead projectors, then LCDs were there. Now online procedures were take a longer time to take up. So this property that we are using today has been created by the intellect. Who is the person behind this intellect? This is the person that whom we are using today, Eric Yuan. Basically, he is a China-born 50-year-old billionaire businessman. Eric Yuan, this communication started in 2011, I think, has been widely used during this lockdown period. It has been created by intellect, by mind. And it is one of the patented property. Yuan was working in Cisco, an engineer along with his 40 colleagues, and Zoom is one of the most successful IPOs in 2019. So that's why we are using today. It is an intellect. So as far as intellectual property is concerned, this basically has been created by the exercise of intellectual faculty. If we have the property, we have the rights. Basically, these rights that we will discuss, intellectual property rights, these rights, they allow the creators or inventors to have the benefit out of their work when these are exploited commercially. You very well know about it that when we do some research, when we do some inventions, we do work under some of the projects, maybe DST projects, maybe ICR projects, maybe DBT projects, even some of the institutional projects we work on. And we do a lot of expenditure. Sometimes when we publish them in very high impact factor journals, we get the fame of the institute as well as of the scientists. Similarly, when we do some inventions, maybe in the form of we protect it as patents, then we can earn a lot of money. This is how I want to, that how the creators or inventors, they get benefit out of it when they are exploited commercially. Next point, here is reward creativity and human endeavor, which fuel the progress of mankind. Here I want to discuss that electricity was not there. Electric bulb, it was invented and electricity came. Then fans were there, ACs were there. Then with the passage of time, a lot of things came. And today we are on webinar due to all these facilities. Though mankind is progressing, then how then this property, intellectual property, we can differentiate from the property. If we owning an intellectual property that has been created by intellect is equivalent to owning a property. Sometimes it is more. How it is, as this property agreement defines a boundary of the property, similarly IPR defines the legal property of the boundary. If we have a property, we say that we can sell it, we can mortgage it, we can rent or lease it. Similarly, we can prevent unauthorized use of that property. Similarly, intellectual property rights, they allow the owner of the intellectual property to sell it, mortgage it, license it, prevent the unauthorized use. This is how the intellectual property, sometimes we say it is more useful even than the original property. If we think here for the better understanding of the intellectual property, I will classify mainly into three classes. One of the most important class is industrially linked property rights. Industrial linked, I mean to say those property that has been created by intellect and that is useful for the industry. Sometimes what happens, intangible creation of the human mankind is usually expressed or translated or transformed into tangible ones that is assigned with certain rights. Those intangible property, they may be in the form of trademarks, maybe in the form of patents, maybe industrial designs or geographical indication of a source. Trademark, you very well know, if I will name some of the trademarks, say Bata shoes, Liberty shoes, and Woodland shoes. These are trademarks related to certain shoe companies. And patents. Patents I will describe today in greater details. Here, industrial designs. We know some of the designs, they are very good looking designs as compared to others, and they can be protected. I will discuss today by citing an example of there are two cycle manufacturing companies. One is Hero Cycles, second is Avon Cycle. So I will discuss these two companies, how some very good design was prepared related to cycles by Hero Cycle, and some of the features of that cycle was stolen by Avon Cycle, and case was due to infringement. Case was fought in the court, and Hero Cycle was the winner. How it was, I will discuss while discussing the industrial designs. Geographical indications of a source. Sometimes we say Banarsi sari, or we say Nagpuri orange or something like that. Certain goods are characterized by qualities due to their place of origin. That is indicated by, and similarly, infringement can also be said to how particular geographical indication based things are being exploited and how they are not being used or something like that. Then copyright, especially as far as veterinary sciences or animal sciences or fishery sciences is concerned, copyrights are very important. We write some books, we write some literature, we write some very good papers in journals. These all they belong to or they can be protected by copyrights. Even paintings, musical work, dramatic work, audiovisual work, sound recording, photographic work, and many more, they come under copyright. Third type is other areas of intellectual property. Among other areas, there is biological diversity. You very well know about India is one of the 12 mega biodiversity countries in the world. We have 2.4% land in India, but as far as India is concerned, it has got 7 to 8% of the recorded species of the bird. We have over 46,000 species of plants and 81,000 species of animals. So India is a very biodiverse country related to different species, different species of plants and different species of animals, as it has been surveyed by Botanical Survey of India as well as Geological Surveys of India. We can protect this biodiversity by Biodiversity Act 2002. Again, with this act, national biodiversity authorities are there, state biodiversity boards are there and biodiversity management committees are there. All these committees, if suppose I told you India is a very biodiverse country, having many number of plants, many number of animal species. If some foreigner wants to use these biodiverse resources of India, then how to take benefit from the foreigners when they are using it, we will discuss in greater details. Then layout designs of integrated circuits is another. You very well know IP cores, which are produced by ARM. Those are there in our smartphones. How useful they are is semiconductor IP is a reusable logic cell or chip layout design. Trade secrets. Trade secrets, basically, when we discuss about intellectual property, we have to disclose our information to the government so that it can be protected. But trade secrets, as far as these trade secrets are concerned, they are basically an internal matter, unlike other form of intellectual property. Trade secrets are essentially an internal instrument. The responsibility of their protection remains with the owner of the secrets. They are not disclosed. They are not to be disclosed to anyone, including the government. Here I will cite an example related to trade secrets is Coca-Cola formula, which has established its credibility as far as trade secrecy is concerned, which has been kept locked in bank wallet in Atlanta, and that can be opened by resolution of the company's board. It is known only to the two employees, and the public don't have access to those two employees and are not allowed to fly in the same aeroplane. This is how the secrecy of Coca-Cola, though we have many black drinks, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Campa, etc., etc., because they have kept the formula. Coca-Cola people, they have kept the formula with them. Sometimes when we want to purchase it, we can get more or less in Pepsi and Campa compared to Coca-Cola is selling at higher price because they have kept their secret. Nobody till date, they are able to store their formula or something like that. Plant Variety and Farmer Rights Act is again another form of intellectual property. As far as this property is concerned, though they are more concerned as far as agriculture sciences are concerned, what as far as veterinary is concerned, because we are also have fodder and other crops. So sometimes some breeders, they can create some more very good breeds related to plant varieties. So these are not protected under patents. Rather, these plant varieties, they are protected under sui generis system. We will discuss sui generis system. However, as far as animal breeds or bird breeds are concerned, these cannot be protected under sui generis system. So this is the basic. I think I should start one by one so that you can better understand. As I already discussed, now I will discuss something basics. Property, we have the rights. Similarly, if we have intellectual property, then also we have the rights. Suppose we have an idea, we express that idea in a written form, either in a book or say in writing a paper or something like that. When it is expressed, it is being written as a copyright, protected as copyright. When some idea is there in the brain and we innovate something, that is protected as invention as patents. Then industrial designs, I will discuss something about appearance, very good appearance. Sometimes we purchase a phone, cell phone. We go for the appearance, how it's clean, how it looks like. Actually, we don't, in the design, we don't go the internal features. We know how it looks better. It is protected as designs. Then trademark, identity or goodwill. Sometimes here, as far as Ludhiana is concerned, we say that we are using, say, sweets. We purchase it from Kushiram. That is the best one. Similarly, one more is their sermon sweets. Similarly, if a trademark related to, say, namkeens, Haldiram has a very good trademark, masale, MDH masale. So it includes quality and goodwill. Similarly, Coca-Cola, I greatly discussed under trade secrets that how they have kept confidential. So we will discuss all the things one by one for better understanding. So coming first to the copyright. Because as far as veterinary science is concerned, and it is the computer is, due to computer is some of our students, PhD, MBSc students, they take some paper, look at the paper, they just make a copy and paste in their thesis or sometimes in papers. Because of under copyright act, that is known as plagiarism. That should be avoided. And we just read the things from the books, from the say papers or something, we make it as a part, and then we can write, express in our own language. That is what is copyright, to prevent an artistic or literary creation from being copied or commercially exploited. Then, as far as jurisdiction is concerned, this copyright has got much more jurisdiction as compared to others. Authors' life plus 60 years. What can be protected under copyright is more important. Literary work, artistic work, films, music, and software. These things can be protected under copyright. Then literary work, for example, 5 Points Sambal by Chetan Bhagat. This can be protected under copyright. Gavan is a novel that can be protected under copyright, and that has been written by Premchand. Then 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey, under copyright. Then I will tell a film lyrics of Dil To Bacha Hai Ji have been protected by Gulzar. However, if we think the composition of this particular song that has been protected, Vishal or something like that, that we will discuss. Then contents of this presentation, you very well know whose copyright it is. This is how the copyright is useful. Then artistic work can be protected under copyright. Cartoon characters, Spider-Man, Tintin. Then Vincent Van Gogh's Stage Nights painting under copyright. Then statue of Little Mermaid in Copenhagen. I visited Copenhagen twice for scientific purpose. I have seen this particular mermaid, be very beautiful one. That has also been protected as artistic work under copyright. Photographs that we find on most of the websites, stock of photos, those are being also protected. Films, many examples are there, those are being protected under copyright. Music, as I discussed with you, lyrics of this song, Dil To Bacha Hai Ji by Gulzar, is under literary work. However, composition of this particular song and the music copyright has been protected. Software, you very well know how it is protected. So I think I am able to explain what are the things those can be protected in copyright. Then trademark. Trademark is very important as far as business concern is concerned. Many companies, they actually how to use the copyright trademark, and how other companies can use trademark of others, and how it can be prevented to prevent the misuse of a brand by entities that is not representing that particular firm for commercial gains. That is protected under trademark. Jurisdiction here is less, 10 years, and there is unlimited renewal of the copyright. These brand names, different logo, tagline, and sound by of my brand. These things, the trademark or different trademarks are there. Say Microsoft, Nike, iPhone. Then logo. You very well know this logo as it can be used as a trademark. Microsoft Windows. Then to whom this trademark belongs? Nike, iPhone. Then you very well know what it is. It is the logo of your own institute. If you want to make some product, as a trademark logo can be used. Similarly, this logo can be used by the products. Those are being created by your own institute, own college. Similarly, we can use our logo as a trademark. Similarly, some of the institutes, they are using tagline. Say, transforming education, transforming India. At Jalandhar, there is a lovely professional university in Punjab. They are using this tagline as a trademark. Transforming education, transforming India. Just do it, Nike, as a tagline. Then ringtones, Nokia ringtone, Intel inside bomb, McDonald's, I am loving it, younger. These things can be used as a trademark. Then, as far as some industrial designs are concerned, how those can be useful and how those can be prevented. We will discuss something about it to prevent copying of its unique or characteristic aesthetic ornamental appearance of an object. Say jurisdiction of this industrial designs is 14 years. Some decorative items can be there in the paperweights, different designs, paperweights, flower vase. Look of an object of daily use. Say, look or design of a phone, design. Then look or design of a shoe. Then look or design of a bottle. Similarly, look or design of a car, stair wheel, how it looks like. And it can be protected under industrial designs. Then new pattern or print on an object. Say, sometimes we use a car, cycle, or scooter. Thread pattern on the car tire. That different industrial designs, and similarly print on a carton, that can be protected under differential designs. These are the things. So I discussed with you about different designs. Look at the right and left side. Eye-catching design and functions are there inside, which can be protected under industrial designs on the right hand side. Eye-catching design, nothing to do with how it functions, but how it looks like. That is protected under industrial designs. Industrial design does not include functional aspects of a product of any mode or principle, but how how it is being protected is eye-catching feature. Then very old different designs which are very attractive, those are being protected as industrial designs. Vespa scooter, very old 1945. Oh, it looks very low. Look is very good. Protected under the bottom design. Similarly, rocking wheelchair, some more are there. Those can be protected under industrial designs. Similarly, to better understand the industrial design, I will cite an example here of the Hero cycle shoes for A1 lifting design. Those both the companies are from Ludhiana, and they are preparing or manufacturing the cycles. Especially the cycles are being prepared by different designs. And as far as Hero cycle is concerned, they have prepared a design and registered under the Design Act 2000. Under this number, this cycle was prepared. The cycle name is RX1 bicycle, and this design, which then on some of the features were stolen from this Hero cycle by the A1 cycle, and they prepared A1X track cycle. Then the Heroes people said that they have stolen our most of the features of our cycle, and they are selling that cycle under A1 cycle, and they told that it is the infringement of intellectual property rights. The court, this case particularly filed by Hero Cycle, gone to the court, and court gave the decision in favor of Hero Cycles and gave some punishment to Hero Cycles or something like that. This is how the different industrial designs can be protected under Designs Act. And then there is some other intellectual property rights. Trade secrets, I have already discussed in greater details related to Coca-Cola recipe, that their formula is a great trade secret that has been kept locked in a bank wallet in Atlanta, and sometimes it is open and it is known to the only two firms and two employees. They don't have their name accesses in the public, and they cannot travel together. Similarly, KFC, they have got great recipes. Those are being protected as trade secrets. They not to disclose to the public or even to the government. So a formula, any practice, any process, design, instrument, pattern, or composition of information which is not generally or reasonably ascertainable, by which the business can attain economic significance, economic advantage over its competitors, can be protected as trade secrets. Then industrial geographical indications, very well said. Kolhapuri chappal, Swiss chocolates, Darjeeling tea, champagne, Nagpur orange. Certain goods are characterized by the qualities due to their place of origin. Geographical indication protects the false use of such things, geographical indication, by unauthorized parties. This is how they are protected under geographical indication. Then plant breeder rights. I already discussed this is more useful as far as agriculture people is concerned. However, some of our LPM or farm persons or farm researchers, they are growing or they are just breed some of the fodder crops. This can be used by them. This is however, this cannot be protected in Indian situation, cannot be protected as but under sui generis system. However, as far as animal or bird breeds is concerned, they are not even protected under sui generis system. Then I already discussed semiconductor chip design by taking an example of IPR course of our mobile phones. They are highly useful, and created by ARM. Its semiconductor is a reusable unit of logic, cell or chip layout design, and is also intellectual property. So now I will discuss patents, which is more important, starting from the basic what patent is and how invention, what is related to inventions. A patent basically is an intellectual property relating to inventions. To whom the patent should be granted? To an inventor. For an invention by the government in exchange of full disclosure of invention. and how the rights say related to intellectual property rights say related to patent, to devour others, to exploit the invention for commercial purpose. This is how it is useful. Then what is the term 20 years? Within geographical boundaries of the nation, there is nothing like a global patent. This is to be noted. No patent is global, it is territorial one. If you want to file a patent in different countries, you have to file a different application. But I will discuss PCT application when I will discuss the patent. PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty. There are different countries, those can file the PCT application in different countries. Suppose I have made some invention, I want to patent it in 4, 5, 6 countries. First time I have filed a patent application in China. I was thinking that my application may be more useful in China, but at a later stage, I could say, I could assess, I could judge that my patent may be more applicable in India. So I can file a second application in India under PCT application. PCT application, the which even date of priority will discuss. Date of priority of filing an application in the first country will be counted as date of filing the application in other countries. Again, I may not be able to explain, but with the passage of time, when I will be reading the slides or I will be discussing with you, I will be able to tell what is PCT application. Again, first, very simple. On this slide, I want to tell inventions can be patented. But then what is patent? Patent is a monopoly right granted to an inventor by the government in exchange of disclosure of invention, and it devours others to exploit the invention for commercial success. And term is 20 years. Then what is the difference between copyright and patent? You very well know something, those can be protected under copyright, others can be protected under patent. But as far as copyright is concerned, original work of authorship, it belongs to the copyright. It protects the expression, not the subject matter. As already discussed, don't copy and paste the things in the copyright, but you can express those things in your own language. As far as copyright is concerned, it has a longer duration, whereas patent is a lesser duration. As we discussed, all literary work, dramatic work, musical work, sound recordings, all these things, they are protected under copyright. Whereas inventions, they are protected as patents. Then what is a patentable invention? Three things everybody knows. Three things are basic steps are there which are required for an invention to be patentable. First is novelty. Novelty means new thing, not in public domain. I will discuss how it is not in public domain. Inventive state or non-obviousness. Then third is industrial application. Thomas Edison Alva was the person who invented the bulb, electric bulb. He told, I won't invent anything if it's not useful to the people, if it's not of industrial application. So industrial applicability is very important. Novelty is very important. Innovative step is very, these three things are there. However, this your invention should not fall under non-patentable class. This is another thing, non-patentable class. Three basic things are there. Dear students, dear researchers and youngsters, I want to tell these things differently. How will you explain whether it is a novel or not? That is there in the next slide. Novel means something new. Something new. Novel means new invention, means an invention technology which has not been disclosed to in publication, number one, in any document, number one. Number two, or is used in the country or elsewhere in the world before the date of filing of the patent application, or not been claimed before any specification. How it is new? That means it is not, in other words, a prior art, should not be available to the public by means of written description, number one, oral description, number two, by use, number three, or by any other means. That means before your date of filing, your inventions should be a novel one. It should not be in any form in written description, oral description, by use, or by any other means. before your date of filing your application. Then I will cite an example related to turmeric haldi patent number 5401504 that was granted in 1995. This patent was granted to the two non-residential Indians. The names of those two non-residential Indians were Suman K. Das and Harihar P. Kohli. This patent was granted to these two persons associated with University of Mississippi, USA, Jackson. However, as far as CSIR is concerned, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, on the grounds of lack of novelty, they challenged in the court. I explain it again, and they produced the two documents, one in Arabic, other in Urdu. Novelty means new. These two persons were granted a patent related to turmeric patent number 1. They claimed that turmeric haldi can be used like this is highly useful for this. However, as far as CSIR is concerned, they told the claims of the authors are already known. They are not new. Based on these, their patent was revoked. Those two documents were there in Arabic and Urdu. These are the documents. In Urdu, I am able to produce. Anybody can read it, what is written here. But in Arabic, I am not able. Based on these two documents, the patent was revoked. I explain it again. Novelty. Three things are there for a claiming a patent. Novelty, number 1. Number 2 means obviousness or inventive step. Number 3 is industrial applicability. I have explained the first by taking an example of turmeric. The patent was granted to two Indians. They were granted the patent. However, CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, they discussed that it is not novel and patent was revoked. Then coming on to the second point, non-obviousness or inventive step, that is also required for an invention to be patentable. Features of invention that involves technical advance as compared to existing knowledge or having economic significance, making the invention non-obvious to a person skilled in art. How to judge that an invention is patentable or not? Patentable means have an inventive step or not. To judge an inventive step, the following question should be borne in mind. What that question should be, that would a non-inventive mind have thought the least invention? If answer is no, then invention is non-obvious. For this, to explain it in a better way, next slide I will tell how the inventive step should be there. For example, here you are able to see on the left and right side. When we write the paper, we write it like this, or when we write something about an invention, our invention is different from others already. Similarly, when we write such papers, we write the such and such work has already been done. Here is cited doc 1 on the right hand side, and on the lower side there is cited doc 2, whereas the present invention is on the left hand side. The person says a hardening composition comprises 1, 2, 3 things. He has taken the first 2 things from the first cited doc, and the third thing from the just read in red form. Third thing, methyl ethyl ketone has been taken from the third one. So as far as this present invention is concerned, it is a novel. It is new as compared to cited doc 2 and 3. Present invention is novel as compared to cited doc 1 and 2. What is the second? It should involve an inventive step. But here the inventive step is missing. How it is? Lacking the inventive step. That is, as a person of ordinary skill of art can conceive the idea of using methyl ethyl ketone as a hardener from the doc 2. So as far as second doc is concerned, it has been taken, this present invention, though it is a novel as compared to cited doc 1 and 2, however, it lacks inventive step. That's why it's not patentable. Then coming on to the industrial utility, third point. An invention is capable of being industrial application if it satisfies the three conditions together. What are those conditions? Can be made, can be used at least one field of activity, can be reproduced with the same characteristic as many times as necessary. Sometimes we are doing some work in our lab. We say that, okay, it's like this, it is like this, it is like that. We are using some primers, we are making something or something like that. But however, it should be reproducible under the same conditions in some different labs. Then and only then there can be industrial applicability, which is important. As I already discussed with the Thomas Edison Alva, says I won't invent anything which is not useful to the industry, not useful to the people. So industrial applicability is very, very important. So three things are there for patentable thing. First is novel, second is this inventive step, third is industrial applicability. So, but as far as veterinary and animal sciences, we are discussing today of physical sciences, what can be the patentable inventions, what can be patentable. Sometimes we write some papers. However, when we write, it comes in the public domain. We cannot patent it. So it is better sometimes to go for patenting before publication. So what can be patented? Here, as far as biological sciences, veterinary sciences is concerned, various microorganism-based formulations are patentable, such as biocontrol agent, biofertilizers, specific dairy catalysts, and processors, even processors for their use, they are patentable. Then various genetically engineered microorganisms for specific use. What can be those specific use, such as biodegraders, biostimulators, bioprotectants, and the processes related to their application of use. Then some of the diagnostic kits, laboratory equipments, they are patentable. Novel genes from microbial or higher biological system are patentable. Research tools, those we are choosing in genetic engineering, such as gene primers, constructs, and gene transfer tools, all these things in biological system or veterinary sciences or physical sciences, if they involve three steps: novelty, inventive step, and industrial, they are patentable IPs as far as veterinary or animal sciences is concerned. Big list of patentable inventions worldwide. Some of the chemicals, biochemicals, antibiotics, peptide, genes, they are patentable. Even live organisms, cellular, bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, non-cellular things, applications. Even not only products, they are processes. How to prepare those products? Processes for preparing for proteins, genes, other RNA, DNA molecules, microorganisms, cell lines, viruses, and bacteria, they all are patentable. Processes for producing such products, they are patentable. Juices, they are juice of products, veterinary medical use of products in the process to prepare some other products. All these things in veterinary sciences, animal sciences, or fishery sciences, they are patentable. Then I will discuss something that can be non-patentable, but they can be made patentable by writing the things in a different way. How it can be, why they are non-patentable. As far as treatment methods, as far as diagnostic or surgical methods, as the people in veterinary sciences, they are involved in clinics, maybe in surgery, medicine, gynae. Sometimes how they can think about how to patent the things and why they are not patentable. I want to discuss this in here. Methods of treatment, diagnostic, and surgical, whether on humans or animals. Sometimes we say they are non-patentable. How can you say this is a diagnostic method? Say we do some, your farmer comes to us, such and such things, we take a history, then we do some investigation, the clinical investigation, then we do some of the lab tests, maybe, maybe CT scans, maybe blood examination, fecal examination, maybe some histopathological examination, and compare the things. If the normal person is there, say, we want to examine some blood parameters, such and such things. If normal, it within this range, and if it is a normal, maybe lower or something like that. When we compare the values with the healthy person and we take the decision, such diagnostic methods, they are known as diagnostic methods. When we compare the things with them, I will explain with citing an example of, say, example of patentable diagnostic methods. Say we want to diagnose some cancer. Normally, what we do, we take the blood sample or something like that. We measure or the blood value of a particular marker, say jet. We compare if the values of that particular marker are more than this or more than the normal, they may be a cancerous patient or something like that. If values are within normal, maybe non-cancerous patient. So, example of non-patentable diagnostic method is here. A method for detection of cancer. Suppose it comprises these three steps: measuring the blood levels of marker Z, number one. Number two, comparing the measured level with control values in healthy persons. Number two, where an increase in measured levels of marker Z is associated with the cancer, such a multi-step diagnostic method, three-step diagnostic methods, whose results directly allow to decide the therapy, they are non-patentable. They are non-patentable. Similarly, surgical method, what can be the surgical method? Injection prophylaxis, non-invasive endoscopy, surgical cosmetic surgery, all these things, where incision and excisions are to be made, they are known as surgical methods. I will cite an example, but the surgical method can be non-patentable. Here is example of non-patentable surgical method. A method for detection of cancer. Say it comprises three things. We have to take the tissue, that is surgery. Taking a sample from the tissue for a patient, number one. Measuring the level of marker Z in the said sample, comparing the measured level with the healthy person. Wherein increase in measuring the, when we do these three things, any even multi-step method, which comprises a definite surgical step, it involves such method, they are non-patentable. Then this method, say curing illness, relieving pain symptoms, prophylaxis treatment performed or supervision of the doctor. What is this is known as therapeutic method. Even therapeutic methods, they are non-patentable sometimes. What type of therapeutic methods can be non-patentable? Here is the example for that. Example of non-patentable therapeutic method is, sometimes what we do, we excorporate treatment with body fluids, administering a drug. These are all therapeutic methods, organ transplant. These methods, wherein the healing competence of the doctor will be restricted by patentable laws, are non-patentable. So these are the things which are non-patentable. Then I will discuss low-cost technology generated at IBRI. Cystoscope, gynecological people, it's more useful for them. Many of them may be knowing how it was patented and why it is useful. Cystoscope. Basically, it is known as a field tool for determining the optimum insemination time. Normally, what we see, we inseminate the animal when it is a proper heat. This is the instrument that has been used, known as a cystoscope. That is being used as a proper insemination tool. On this instrument, a plastic sheet is there here on white. This plastic sheet, it carries a fern pattern calendar. Here, this type of calendar on the right hand side of the picture. This photo is a true photo of the three slides, that is typical fern pattern, atypical fern pattern, and no fern pattern. Normally, a slide is put inside this instrument, and that slide is seen on one side with a small lens which is constructed inside the instrument, and the slide whatsoever we are looking at, the slide is being compared with the typical, atypical, or a fern pattern. And ultimately, when typical fern pattern is there, you can inseminate that. This has been created as a patented IP by the IBRI as cystoscope. This success rate was 35.29% when this instrument was not used for insemination. However, success rate increased to 62.5% by use of this instrument. How it is used? Just take the cervical mucus, put it on a slide, put that slide inside this instrument, and see the fern pattern with an eye and compare with all these three. And if typical fern pattern is there, you can inseminate. This instrument has been created by the IVRI, and it is not much costly. Cost of this instrument is 224. Conception rate before this instrument was 35.29, and conception rate was increased to 62.5%. That means there is 1.1% fold, 1.77% fold increase in average fertility. This technology was registered and patent grant application number is 944 over DEL over 2002. Latest those are those. Then once I discussed with you, a patent has been granted. Unless it is commercialized, it is non-useful. So IVRE people, they commercialized this crystoscope technology through NRDC. What NRDC stands for? NRDC stands for National Research Development Corporation. This technology of the crystoscope was commercialized to 3 pharmaceutical companies at a license fee of 2 lakh in lump sum and 5% royalty on annual basis for 15 years. This was commercialized by NRDC, that means National Research Development Corporation, which was established in very long ago, 1953, by Government of India. What was the primary aim of NRDC? That primary objective was to promote, develop, and commercialize the technologies, know-how, inventions, patent processes emanating from various national research and development institutions, universities, and is presently working under the administration control of Department of Science and Industrial Research, Ministry of Science and Technology. This is how the benefit goes to institutes, goes to the people, goes to the farmer, and goes to the animals. Crystoscope. Then how because this technology was sold to the three pharmaceutical companies at 2 lakh each and the royalty, how this particular benefit is being shared among different people. That's they are here as part of the Johor committee, and 30% of the share, because the NRDC, they help in preparation of or commercialization of the technology. 30% goes to them, 70% to the institute. Out of this 70%, 50% is distributed to among innovators, different innovators like the scientists. Then 30%, sometimes we have the supporting staff, technical staff, and 15% officials. There is a committee, as we have in our own institute also, those committee, 15% goes to that, and 5% benefit fund. This is how the benefit from the crystoscope that was commercialized, how it is being utilized, how it is being divided among different. It is there, how under what trade names this is now being used. As this crystoscope is being there for commercialized laboscope, licoscope, HD scope, and heliscope is being used. Okay, this is very important. Commercialized technology useful for the farmers. Then area specific mineral mixture that has also been produced in Uttar Pradesh to increase the fertility of ones in respect to milk yield and body weight. Sometimes why area specific mineral mixture, everybody knows it, medicine people know it, and other people know it. But why area specific mineral mixture should be there? Sometimes we do the soil testing and we do the animal blood testing or something like that. We know such and such elements are deficient in a particular soil, and such elements are more. Same when the animal will consume the powder or something like that, the animal will remain deficient those trace minerals or minerals which were deficient in soil. So accordingly, it was calculated that such and such area is deficient with such and such trace minerals. So those particular trace minerals were incorporated for those areas. That's why area specific mineral mixture was prepared by IVRI. This technology was registered for patent grant. Application number is here 1399/DEL 2003. Again, this commercialization of this technology was there. Again, NRDC, they commercialized the technology at 2 lakh each at lump sum to 4 cases, and rupees 3 lakh each to 3 pharmaceutical companies. And they got the royalty also when the mineral mixture was being used by these firms for selling purpose, 5% for 15 years. Sharing was the same, 30% goes to NRDC, 70% to the institute. How it is divided? It is divided as per Johor's committee. This is how this is mineral mixture patent was useful, because only specific mineral mixture was given to the specific areas where it was efficient. Then with these backgrounds, I will come now how to file an application for a patent, and what are the precautions when we file an application for patenting, which is important. Promptness is very, very important when you want to file an application for a patent. Promptness. Why promptness is required, you should be able to know. Among the persons filing the same application, the first one will grant the patent. So promptness, file an application. After you conceive an idea in the brain, immediately you file an application for patent. Okay, don't wait until your invention is fully developed for commercialization or working. It is advisable to apply a patent as soon as the inventive idea of an invention takes a definite shape. You don't need to go for the details of it. Again, it should not be public domain. When you publish particular invention, it will be in public domain. You cannot invent it. So publication would constitute a bar of subsequent patent. It is necessary not to publish it. Public domain, again the same thing. Public or commercial use of invention should be avoided prior to the date of filing. Once, because it will lead to fatal objection of your patent. However, you can work. Suppose myself is there with my students or my colleagues. I can work secretly on a particular invention, but I should not discuss that invention in public form. That is what I mean to say public. I mean, no objection to secretly working on the invention by way of reasonable trials or experiments, or to disclose of invention to others confidently. However, I should not discuss that particular invention publicly. Then, when you file an application for a patenting of an invention, how to file an application, that is there in the last paragraph. Last two paragraphs, two types of application can be filed. One is provisional application with the provisional specification. Second is application with complete specification. Why provisional application? Provisional specification is required. Here it is very important. I want to discuss that as I discuss promptness. Similarly, if you file an application with provisional specification, that will be helpful to secure the date of propriety for an invention. Otherwise, if say 2, 3, 4 persons or scientists, they are working on the same invention, other may file an application, and his file application will be considered. Yours may not be. That's why provisional specification are important. As soon as inventor's idea take definite shape, you file an application with provisional specification. Go on working on it. With the passage of time, you can file an application with complete specifications, which is important. So file an application for a patent with provisional specification describing an invention which will secure the date of patent. Then last paragraph, complete specification. Now you go on working all the practical details related to your invention to file a complete application within 12 months from the date of filing a provisional specification. However, it is not necessary because you have to file provisional specification, all provisional application with the provisional specification always. It is not necessary. You can file an application directly as complete application with complete specifications. So I will go one by one. When should an application for patent will be filed? I have already explained it. As early as possible. You want to do some invention, and you're related to your invention, it has taken a definite shape in your brain. Immediately you file an application. Filing an application for a patent should be completed at the earliest possible date, and it should not be delayed. As the application filed with provisional specification disclosing the essence of nature of your invention will help to register the priority date of your application. That's important. Sorry. As sometimes your application is being delayed. What can be the risk if you are not filing the application immediately? There are two things can happen. One can happen, other inventor, which is working on the same lines, we might forecast the first inventor by applying the for a patent of shared invention. Number one. Number two, sometimes inadvertently or by mistake, you may publish that invention. Then it will come in public domain. You won't be able to file a patent application. There may be other inadvertent publication of an invention by the inventor himself or herself, or by others independently of him or her. Can a published or disclosed invention be patentable or patent? No, it's not. But opposite is true. If you have published it, it will be in public domain. I already discussed with you in greater details. Publication of invention in any form by the inventor before filing the patent application would disqualify the invention to be patentable. Hence, inventors should not disclose their invention before filing the patent application. Invention should be considered for publication after patent application has been filed. Now you can publish it. Thus, what we can say is that there is no contradiction between publishing an inventive work and filing of patent application in respect of the invention, which is important. Then coming back again to the different type of applications, those can be filed. What are the essential patent documents to be generated and submitted for the potential patentee? There are two types of applications that can be filed. One is application with provisional specifications. I have already discussed why provisional specification is required to take the priority date, underline it, to take the priority date. Then complete specifications. But the application with provisional specifications, when you are filing for a patent by an inventor, it should include a provisional specification is usually filed to establish the date of priority of an invention in place of disclosed invention. So you file a provisional specification only when your invention is at conceptual stage, and when some delay is expected for submitting the full or specific description of an invention. Why it is necessary to file, I already discussed. They are very important to establish the early ownership of an invention. However, no patent can be granted based on an application filed with provisional specifications. No patent is granted on the basis of provisional specification. You have to file the application with the final specification. It has to be followed by complete specification for obtaining patent of the said invention. Then, after how much time? The application can be filed with complete specification, that is 12 months, which can be extended by 3 months again. As discussed, that you can file an application with the complete specification directly. You may not file a application with provisional specification also. Then what complete specification it should contain? Obtain submission of application with complete specification is necessary to get a patent. But the contents of this application should be clear. The title, as we write a paper, we write a title. We write a chapter, we write a title. Similarly, for invention, you have to write a title. And even field to which protozoology, parasitology, microbiology, or something like field to which the invention belongs. Then background. We write, when we write some paper in very good journal, we say such and such work has already been done. However, such and such gaps are there. To fill such and such gap, we will be doing such and such thing. Similarly, when we file an application for a patent, background of invention including prior art, such and such work has already been done. Giving drawbacks, however, such and such work has some drawbacks that can be fulfilled with the present invention of the known inventions and practices. You have to write why you want to, what is your aim, what is your objective. Then complete description. As we write some tables, figures, or something like that, same is true when we are writing for some invention for a patent. So complete description of invention along with the experimental results. Drawings are essential undertaking for invention. Claims here are very important. What do you claim? Okay, such and such work has already been done. Aim. what you are want to claim, okay, what we have done it, so that you can take better benefit of them. Claim which are the statements related to dimension on which legal proprietorship is being shown. Therefore, claims are to be drafted very carefully in complete specifications. Then, once you have filed an application, the application will be published. What is the date? What is the time for publication is written here. Where is to be published is again written here in Patent Office Journal. Publication of patent applications. All the applications for patent except, underline it, prejudicial to the defense of India or abandoned due to non-filing of complete specification within 12 months of filing the provisionals or have been withdrawn 15 months before the filing the application. All the other applications rather than this are published in Patent Office Journal just 18 months from the date of filing the application or date of priority, which are here underline it, date of filing the application or date of priority, whichever is earlier. For the date of priority can be earlier from the date of filing the application. Who will tell? Sometimes please try to understand it, which is very important. For the date of priority can be there before date of filing the application. I discussed something about PCT application, Patent Cooperation Treaty. Some 138 countries are there. When some treaty was there related to those countries, as I discussed with you, no patent is global one, only territorial one. So you have to file different applications in different country. When you are filing an application under PCT application, suppose in China, you are filing under PCT application today. And in India, you want to file an application after 1 year. You can file an application up to 3 years after that. Your date of priority of filing the application in China will be considered date of filing application in India. So your date, though you will be filing an application for a patent in India 1 year later, so your date of filing in China will be considered date of filing in India. I explain it again. Publication. Normally, when you file an application, it is published in 18 months. No, which patent journal? Thika. From the date of filing or date of priority is underlined it. Date of filing application or date of priority. Why the date of priority can be prior to the date of filing an application in India. Suppose you are filing a PCT application. I will discuss in later stage also. PCT means Patent Cooperation Treaty application, in which 138 countries are there. Suppose you are filing an application or a PCT application today in China, and after 6 months you are filing in India, your date of filing the application in China will be considered date of filing in India. That's one why your date of priority of filing the application will be prior to the date of filing your application in India. So the publication, what it should include, it will include when it is published on patent date, application number, name and address of the applicant along with some abstract. Okay. Now, before this, once it is published, now it is in public domain. Before this your application was not in public domain. So application are now open to the public for inspection before publication. If you want to inspect somebody else's publication related, you can pay some fee and you can only you fill an application or some form and you can get it there and you can see what claims have been made in that particular application. Application may be inspected at appropriate office. Offices I will discuss. There are 4 offices related to patents where you can file application. It again depends upon your territory. If in north, in maybe in Delhi, if in south, in Mumbai or something like that, we will discuss it. Application may be inspected at appropriate office by making a written request to the controller of patent designs and trademarks with a prescribed fee. Then sometimes it takes longer time, as discussed with you, takes how much time? 18 months. If you want to publish an application at an early date so that you can get the patent granted to you at an early date, so you can make a request in Form 9. So usually your application may be published within 1 month after filing, after making the request for early publication. The application shall be may have the provisional right related to the patent from the date of your publication of the application. Then request for examination. It is not necessary that your application will be examined once it has been filed, but it is necessary that you have to make an examination report, okay, which is important. So no application for patent is examined. If a request is made by the applicant, sometimes you need not to apply for examination. Someone else can apply who wants to see that related to application interested in your patent. So by any other interested person in Form 18 with the prescribed fee within a period of 48 months. Again, time period is there. If you are not making a request within 48 hours, your application will be abandoned. That from the date of priority of application or from the date of filing of whichever is earlier. When no request is made related to examination of application for a patent that has been filed within the prescribed period, this said application will be treated as withdrawn. This is how it is useful. Then examination. Once you have filed an application related to examination, examination will be done and you will be sent the examination report. Related to your patent, application for patent will be examined according to serial number. When you may send an examination, my application should be examined. The first information report, it will be given to you within 6 months. Okay, related to your patent, and the application should be amended within 12 months from the date you have received the first information examination report. When all the requirements are met, patent is granted after 6 months from the date of publication. Changing and which application can, if everything is okay, it can be published. It can be 6 months. Patent can be granted. The letter of patent is issued, entries are made in the register of patents and notified in the patent office. This is how everything is being done. Then withdraw of patent application. You can withdraw patent application 3 months. Withdraw at least 3 months before publication, which is 18 months is the date of publication, or from the date of filing, whichever is earlier. The application can be withdrawn at any time before the grant of patent. What if, as I discussed with public domain, application withdrawn after the date of publication cannot be refiled, as it is already in public domain. However, application withdrawn before the publication can be refiled again. This is very important. Then patent opposition. Once the pre-grant opposition or post-grant, if somebody else you have claiming in your patent something like that. However, one person says he is wrongly claiming something like that, as I discussed with you regarding grant of patent to turmeric to non-resident Indians. Similarly, CSIR said that it has been granted wrongly and patent was revoked. Similarly, pre-grant of patent also the opposition can be there and post-grant opposition can be there after publication of application, but before grant of patent, because that will be in public domain after publication. And person represent by way of opposition to Controller General of Patent and Designs. Representation shall include the statement, evidences, and request for hearing. The controller shall have requested by a person shall hear him, and the application can either be accepted or rejected. If opposition decided in favor of application, the patent will be granted, and it will be published in patent grant. And post-grant opposition can also be there. Notes of opposition along with written statement can be made along with the evidence. Such and such grant you have patent have provided to such and such patentee. However, it is wrong. Claims made by the patentee are wrong. Anything he should not be granted or something like that. Then it can be done within 1 month, 1 year after grant of patent, and this can also be made. Then this is the all procedure I have discussed. The filing the patent, early publication request can be made after 8 months. So it can be published. Request for examination can be done 18 to 48 months. Examination can be done. Publication can be made, and post grant opposition of decision of the controller if it's in favor of application, the application can be published. All the steps are there in one slide here. Once patent has been granted, you have to pay the renewal fee every year, which is, that's why the patents are costly. You have to pay for everything. That's why I will discuss sometimes when we we were writing some projects for DBT, DST, or other funding agency, it is necessary to add some funding. You think that we want to patent something, so 4, 5, 6, 7 lakhs must add in that projects so that those can be used for patenting or something like that. To keep a patent in force, renewal fees is to be paid every year. The first renewal fee can be paid in a third year. If your patent has not been granted within 2 years, you have taken some longer time, then the patent fee will be accumulated. Once the patent has been granted, you can pay the fee together so that it can be remain functional. What happens sometimes we are not able to pay the fee, renewal fee is to be paid every year. Then patent start will cease to work. It won't work. Lapse will be there. Then you can restore the patent. But restoration application can be made only 18 months before, after the lapse of the patent. The renewal restoration are also compulsory. As I discussed with you, licensing is very important. Commercialization is very important. Once a patent is there, anybody can say, I want to take a license for such and such patent. What basis he should say? These are 3 things on the basis of which a person can say, okay, such and such patent should be granted to me. That reasonable requirements of public with respect to a particular patent has not been satisfied, number 1. Number 2, that patent innovation is not able to the public at reasonably affordable price, which is required. Then if somebody wants to export pharmaceuticals to both countries, these are 3 things for a patented atom. If somebody wants to apply for a license, these things can be done. Then only brief about different type of application. As I was discussing, I have discussed everything regarding ordinary application till now. First application, ordinary application for patenting. This is the first application for patent without claiming the date of priority from the application or without any reference to any other application in the process. Then application for a patent of addition. Sometimes we have described something, some claims are there like this. At later stage we know if something has been missing, we want to add that. That is what application for patent addition do, can get it added to the original application. Granted for improvement or modification of already patented invention for an unexpired term of the patent. Then divisional application. Divisional application when there is pluricity, multiplicity of the inventions. You can disclose in main application, that is divisional. Conventional application is to be filed in conventional countries, claiming the date of priority on the basis of filing in conventional countries. I discussed with you, date of priority can be there before filing the application. That is there in conventional application. When you file this conventional national phase application on PCT, that is why the date of priority will be before date of filing the application. Because I discussed with you, 138 countries are there. 138 countries are there, and you can file in these different application under PCT application 30 to 31 months after filing the first application. PCT application does not provide to grant. No patent can be universal one, only territorial one. You have to file the patent application in different countries at different times. However, under PCT application, you can file your application up to 138 countries in 30 months. So that's why it is necessary in the PCT application is important. Because once you have taken your date of priority, that date of priority will be counted as your date of filing the application in different countries. Then Indian Patent Office, something like Mr. Y, if you want to have a patent, trademark, or geographical indications, like this Office of Controller General of Patent Designs and Trademarks. Then the charges necessarily which are being controlled by Controller General of Patent Designs and Trademarks. And usually have that, as I discussed with you regarding examination of different, they have got about 300 examinations. Head office of patent is at Kolkata. Now, normally 2 to 3 years are being taken to grant a patent. And where to file your application regarding the patent, which is here based on your jurisdiction. You can file, say, northern state in Delhi, northern states in Chennai, western states in Mumbai, and rest of India in Kolkata, which is headquarters. I discussed with you regarding that. Sorry, Kolkata head office rest can be filed. That where the application is to file, if applicant first mentioned applicant resides or have domicile or place of business or if some foreigner is there, they give some address key, this is my service address, where it has been given. Within that jurisdiction, you can file an application as per your territorial limits. Application can be filed. Then this is the organizational charts related to filing an application. Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Industry, Controller General of Patent Designs and Trademarks is there. Trademark registry headquarters is there related to trademark at Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Kolkata, and Ahmedabad are branch offices. Patent information system is there at Nagpur. Patent office related to Kolkata, as I discussed with you, headquarters Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and geographical indication registry can be done. This is how. Then this is a brief procedure. All the slides I have mentioned related to procedure, grant of patent procedure is there. You have to file the application first. With the provisional specification can be filed, or complete specification will be filed, or sometimes if you are not filed an application with complete specification, it will be abandoned. Okay. And you can file the direct application with the complete specification. Request for examination will be your examination report will be there. Then you can file all the details. Opposition can be made if somebody wants to. Pre-grant opposition and post-grant can be done as the abandoned, or appeal can be made refused. All these steps, grant of publication will be there, and patent can be granted, and then post-grant opposition can be there. These all steps are being taken finally to get a patent. Then some little guidelines about, because most of the work we conduct under copyright, we write some papers, we write some chapters. How it can be protected. Though once it has been published, no need to have copyright. It is directly you have a copyright. However, and sometimes under the court of law, you have to register your work, because if you want to file your application, you want to protect your work, then and somebody files the case related to copyright, then in the court of law, copyright registered work is required. That's why I will discuss this slide related to copyrights. Application for registration of a work can be made in Form 4. Separate application are to be made for registering each work under copyright. Each application should be accompanied by requisite fee related to this copyright. Application should be signed by the applicant or his attorney, or in whose name nama or power of attorney is to be executed. Each and every column of the application should be thoroughly, particulars of related to Form 4 should be thoroughly filled. 3 copies of the published work are to be sent. However, if it is unpublished work, only you can submit a single copy, so that stamp can be made related to regarding the registration of your copyright work. And after it has been published, you can submit those copies. So where to send it? Copies and acts and rules are there. 1956 can be obtained from the Manager Publication Branch, Civil and New Delhi. Normally I say people how they are protecting their work. I will take 10-15 minutes more, not more than that. Primary steps taken to seek IPR protection in ICR. All inventors, researchers, innovators, leaders, and authors, they assign their IPR rights to their respective work to ICR. All the applications related to patents or any type of other applications, they are made by the name Indian Council of Agriculture Research, patent, proprietary protection, or any other type of IPR, Indian intellectual property rights applications are filed by ICR. Mention but your name as a concerned scientist, innovator will be mentioned as a true or first inventor. Then patents, the signs will be there based on authorized signatory, maybe your regional director or something like that. The processes, all I have explained, those will take, whether those are related to patent, or copyright or other applications. The title should be maintained. As far as Gadvasu is concerned, sometimes the authorities think that such and such thing can be patented and useful. What steps we are taking here for taking an IPR? As per the procedure of this institute, Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Sciences University, if any teachers make an invention or discovery or any process in the lab or the workshop of the university and IPR cell, the Vice Chancellor is of the opinion that application should be made to government for grant of patent for such invention or process. Then the university will take an assignment from that particular inventor or a member, staff person in the prescribed format approved by the Vice Chancellor. when the university will secure patent for that, all the expenditure, all the other information will university will provide to a particular authority. The cost of securing such part shall be borne by the university and any other agency deemed. Here, any other agency means sometimes what we do some projects of DBT, DST, or ICR, something like that. Sometimes university wants the funds can be taken from that particular institute. So management is made accordingly. So the cost of securing such patent shall be borne by the university or any other agency. Sometimes we work, as already some of the projects, the funds can be taken from there to secure the patent by board of management and mutually agreed terms and conditions. Sometimes the royalty or other emoluments and remuneration or incomes occurring from product here as per the rules and regulations of the institution. Sometimes what happens, the university says that we don't want to take any patent related to that. If we apply it, then we can ask, okay, such and such work is very important. I want it should be patented. Then university can say that we have made such and such expenditure on this. Just first you pay it, you can patent it yourself. That is written here in the first one. Now, if university don't want to patent anything, then author or inventor can patent it. So these are different IPR legislatives. I won't discuss much about it related to different ministry rules and regulations are there. Then these are different websites. So from where we can see how to go for check for prior art or something like that. Then coming on to Thomas Edison, or I was discussing, he is the important person who has got great number of patents to his, I mean to say his name. He says that anything that would not shall, I don't want to know. It is the same is the proof of utility. Utility is this. So Thomas Edison is the first person who invented electrical bulb, has got valuable number of patents, that is about 1093. Then maximum number of patents are in the name of Nakamatsu, the man behind 3,300 patents to his name. One from Punjab, Gurtesh Sandhu, he is working in US with a very good form, breaks the record of inventor of the bulb, Thomas Edison with 1289 patents to his credit. So patents are also very important. What they should be useful, they should have the utility or something like that. So if you want to see different details, guidance, this is the book related to intellectual property rights published by ICAR. So thank you very much for